Close your eyes, hear the voice within calling. This heavy load got under your skin, hauling. You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for a collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in.
Good afternoon, guys. Thanks for joining me on another metal detecting adventure from Unearth in Ayrshire. Today I am back on a permission that I don't normally do this field. It's basically up the back of the farm. It's never produced really much worthwhile, but all my other permissions are seeded and out of bounds because the fields are silage. This particular field, farmers say it's okay to come on, but I don't know whether, well, you can't see it at the minute. You might be able to hear them as well. There's about 200 cows on this field, so if you don't see or hear from me again, it's probably because I've been trampled to a pulp by a herd of cows. I don't have much hope for this field, but the weather's nice, I've got a few hours to spare, so I thought we'll get out, do some filming. Hopefully I can put a video together for you. If you see this message, I'll put a video together basically. If not, then I binned it. So wish me luck, and I'll see you on the first hole. Say hello to my new friends. Moo! You alright? Anyway. Right. Oh, I'll move my spade out the road. Hold on. Don't know whether you can hear that. It's coming in at a... Nothing doing out because I haven't got the screen on. This one's coming in at a 48.50. Not expecting too much, probably just a bit of copper alloy. We'll give it a dig and see how we go on. Well, we're out. So here we go. In here somewhere. These cows are a bit close for my liking. I don't mind cows too much, but they're a hell of a lot bigger when they're up close. You just stay there, big yin. Anyway, let's see what we can get in here. It's in there. And that's a bit of foil. Well, that was the first hole. Thought I would film it, see how we were going on, but as I thought, just rubbish. Anyway, on to the next one, hopefully. Again, I forgot to add in using the DS2 on my normal setting, which is a custom park program. Again, I'll pop the settings in the video, you can have a look. The thing is, I always start out with a program, but change it quite regular as I'm going. I had to drop the sensitivity a wee bit. There's a overhead power line giving me a wee bit of EMI, so I had to drop it down, but still running it at 90. Discrimination's about 6.8, reactivity 2, and the usual other bits and bobs. But as I say, I'll pop the settings up on the screen just now actually. So, I've got a good signal, but the numbers ain't too good. 50, 49, that kind of idea. I'm not being blessed with signals today, so I'm going to dig it and find out. Well, it's still in the hole. In there. Let's see if we can get it. Live dig. The first one. Probably going to be a disaster. Soil is solid. Yeah, it's still in there. I think this is going to be a lump of foil, as everything else has been so far. That we're out. What's that? I think that there is a bit of lead. Yeah. See that? Just a scrap bit of lead. Don't see much on it. Just a cutting, probably. Garbage. On to the next. Well, this one's an absolute screamer. 90, 91. It's too big though. It's really big. So I'm thinking maybe a large bit of brass, big bit of copper. Hopefully you can hear that. See, this is my first time sort of live digging. So we'll give it a dig, find out what it is. Worth a shot. And there we go. Keeler, fine jams and jellies. Never heard of them. Suppliers of Dundee marmalade, mincemeat, shortbread, to give the late King George the 6th. It might be quite old then. Don't know. If anybody knows anything about it, pop some comments in below. I also plan to do a video soon about digging a plug. I was at Detectorist beginning of April, and what I saw was just atrocious. When they decided to fill them in, yeah, I think they've been using a pickaxe to dig them. So just in case anybody's wondering, I do not a three-sided hole, I do a horseshoe shape. I find it a bit easier to dig. Leave one side attached, and then it's just a case of flipping it over. The plug's still attached and you can get in there. Doesn't have to be huge, maybe 7 or 8 inches over. Yeah, so nothing too difficult about it, but we'll do a short video on it at some point. So this is a signal that I can get on board with. Well, hold on. Helps if I turn on the speaker, doesn't it? Jesus. Shortcut, audio. Yeah. Not way by it. $87. Spin around. Still consistent. Don't know if you can hear that. Jesus, I need to get myself a harness. This is ridiculous. Right, we'll dig the hole and find out what it is. Hopefully it's a coin. See you soon. Well, there appears to be something in the plug. 89, 88, and a slightly better signal in the hole. 86. So it's either something that I've broken half, or it's just junk in there and junk in there. Well, there wasn't two signals, it was just the one, but it was sitting right in against the edge. So when I was scanning there, it was sounding off, and was scanning there, the front of the coil was catching it. So just the one target, and it's just a bit of I don't know, a bit of aluminium or something folded over. Don't know. Rubbish anyway. On to the next. well, that's me done for today. Rubbish. The cows were giving me the fear. They kept running in random directions, so I kept watching over my shoulder, do you know what I mean? That and the field it's basically dead. It's just junk, there's nothing come up. Just the bits and pieces that I've showed you already, nothing. I gave it a few hours, but garbage. Good to get out, but I'll need to try and get some sort of better permission, just hang off until the grass starts to get cut so I can get back out onto the better fields. But one thing I did want to share with you is that I bought I don't know about you guys, but I have got the XL headphones here, and generally in the winter I'll wear a hat, so they're fine, but I've noticed that when in the better weather, I don't wear a hat, my head gets too sweaty. There's a big cow just heading up here. So the headphones kept slipping, they keep slipping down. I don't know whether it's the material they're made, but I've seen a few folk complaining about them not fitting great. I don't think I've got the smallest head in the world, but so anyway, I digress. So I bought this, just a thing off of eBay, but you can pick them up on Amazon, less than a tenner. It's a headband cushion, so it's made from a sort of woven cotton nylon type material, and it just opens up and you put it over the headband, and it works great. I didn't want to say anything at the beginning in case it was, you know, garbage, but it works a treat, honestly. It kept it in place, it wasn't uncomfortable, and yeah, and it just zips off so you can keep it clean. Now I know you can get these in slightly different sizes, but I will put a link to this one in the description below. There's a big cow, but yeah, less than a tenner. Definitely worthwhile if you find the headphones are slipping off. I know I see a few folk have commented and said about it, so give that a go, guys. Go away, you're a bit close. Nah, wrong direction.